Hi dear. Now the planet and the angels have been chosen, and last night or early this morning, rather, it was 1 o'clock in the night that I felt the confirmation that is Michael and Uriel. And then today when I woke up, I got another understanding of why there is a need to do this ritual now, and I was guided. I never plan any videos ahead. I don't do anything like that except for trying to get out what documents you should read and that's the only thing I plan. But that also goes just as what the angels asked me to do. And this is a true magical coincidence. I found a DM on my Instagram today, and it was from a rabbi. And I didn't know I have a rabbi he was told to watch my channel on YouTube. And he also had seen the video where I talk about how I wanted to learn from a rabbi and all my years when I tried to study Judaism on my own and all that. And that I wanted to learn Kabbalah, and I just didn't have the opportunity in life. Since there is only that modern Hollywood Kabbalah here, and that's not what I'm about. So he wrote me this wonderful DMS, or multiple DMS, since it stops after, when you write long it stops and then you have to write another message. And he said that you're a Scorpio, and this is the month of Aquarius. And that is the most powerful month, and especially this week, since there is something called Beshvat. I can't pronounce that, but that is what I tried to say, and I didn't hear him saying. And that is, it goes back to the angels of the 72 letter name. You know how I always talk about my beloved Shem. And this is also the week of when the Red Sea parts and the Exodus where they are found. And there is that end that has to happen to bring down the light. And he said that a Scorpio must, in the month of Aquarius, ask God to bring down the true divine light. And this is this week. And I didn't know this. Since we all need to take action to bring down the light. And he had looked at the comments yesterday as well, and he said that you're going to call down on Michael and Uriel and so on. And that was just the confirmation that there is a divine plan, that a rabbi is working with angels, a true old rabbi. And he comes and to me who is nothing and not known in any way, and he finds me since the angels told him. There's been, Asta found me too from the angels, that the angels told my name to her and she found me that way. But otherwise there is that, I'm just in awe. So I'm going to read you some things from the old manuscripts that I put out there. They are in the community tab and also on there which manuscripts I'm reading from. And I'm reading from the old about Tipperet. And there is the divine names. The 6 names is Eloha. His numeration is Tipperet. That is apparel, beauty, glory, pleasure, and signifies the tree of life. And hath his influence through the orders of virtues, called by the Hebrews Malachim, that is angels into the sphere of the sun, giving brightness and life to it, from thence producing morals. His particular intelligence is Michael, the ruler of Solomon. And then I look down here at the same old thing. What you can gain from the sun. We are going really true old style here. From the sun, nobleness of mind, perspicuity of judgment and imagination, the nature of knowledge and opinion, maturity, counsel, zeal, light of justice, reason and judgment to distinguish right from wrong, purging light from the darkness of ignorance, the glory of truth found out, and charity, the mother and queen of all virtues. And then there is always, in the old books, there are the warnings what you shouldn't do about. And the warnings for sun or soul is imperious pride and insatiable ambition, etc. And that is what you must avoid in everything. And I also asked the angels during my prayers and felt that you write down what you want to petition. Coming from this nobleness of mind, perspicuity of judgment and imagination, the nature of knowledge and opinion, maturity, counsel, zeal, light of justice, reason and judgment to distinguish right from wrong, purging light from the darkness of ignorance, the glory of truth found out, and charity, the mother and queen of all virtues. So whatever way you want to bring down the light, and you can do it by petitioning yourselves before the ritual or focusing on it. And what you can, I'm trying to just make it so easy, what you can expect from a ritual like this. If you're nervous, then you might experience something. If you are calm, you might not feel anything. The change comes merely most from within. But there is also things that sensitive people can feel, and others might see angels appearing or hear angels singing. And one thing that happens to me, Ninni was so kindly pointing out what I do with rituals, since I've never done a ritual live so on along. And that is that every time when the angels becomes close, I start yawning. And I start to yawn these really heavy yawns, and I can't help it. And that happens every time as the angels comes closer, that it is just like I'm inhaling the light some way, and then I start yawning. So that is not that I think that is boring. It is just that it's a spiritual journey, yawning, and I don't even understand that I'm doing it. And also there will be times of silence. And that is something the modern books don't say. Since you ask a question or you petition and then you wait in silence for the angels to answer. So I will be sitting there in silence alongside you. And it might happen that way depending on how sensitive you are, and you all will feel the angels somehow, but it usually starts from within your heart and soul. But that there is just that there are those moments of awe when you just can't say anything, you can't really, and I will have to struggle to stay grounded on this planet. It doesn't matter if I mix up the words and mumble and do things like that when I'm doing it on my own, but I can't let my soul rise too high this time. I must stay grounded and recite. So I will be focusing on reciting, and that's why I'm praying so hard now beforehand, so that you all will experience it the right way that is meant to you. And once you have connected to the light, you can do it by yourself by prayer also, but as this magic is about to bring down the pure divine light, that gives you strength, hope, faith, and light of justice, reason and judgment, all those things. And to this distinguishing right from wrong, and purging light from the darkness of ignorance, the glory of truth found out, and the charity. And I'm just so in awe how everything, all of this happened. And I'm so blessed and so grateful to God. And I'm grateful to Christ that he called out after 5 decades and asked me to do the Abramelin. And I finally start to understand why I needed to do the second Abramelin. It is to do this. And I beg the angels that whatever you feel or experience, that they really start teaching you and helping you, and then from that you can start on doing it on your own. Or if everything is all right, then we can go through all the planets here, but with the light going on, that there is that true light. And there is, just like in the Bible, gaze into my eyes, so I get the true enlightenment from you, my Lord. That is the thing. And then everything else starts to fall into place. And this was a magical story. And I managed to borrow a laptop from a friend's husband. So I'm trying to position laptops. And since I'm a scryer and the old D, so I'm going to set up a dark mirror. And then I'm going to set up my tiny, tiny crystal ball. And then I will have everything on the table, so you can look into there if you want to scry or whatever it is. So I will be trying that tomorrow. And so on. And if I can get this laptop working, and if I can send to my phone from that laptop, then I will write down what I'm reading tomorrow. If I get it working, that is. But otherwise, I love you all. And I'm so grateful to be here with you. And I'm sending you all my love. And the magic that happened today, yet again, my heart is filled. Hearing from a rabbi who's a Kabbalist. And be inspired. Bye for now.